Welcome to the GoofTroop podcast. Tonight I am joined with Shane, I am joined with Seth, I am joined with Devin. Shane, can we get an intro?
Hey, what's up? I'm Shiggles.
Uh, Seth, what's going on, my guy?
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Hell yeah. What about you, Devin? What's going on?
What's good, boys?
And we all completely forgot about Alex.
Fuck you
how you
guys.
doing? How you doing tonight, buddy? Oh my gosh.
And last
So,
but not least,
Alex, but he is both last and very much the least here. He is not appreciated, and his
100%. We all
stepmom is
agree
hot.
on that.
Oh,
His stepmom
okay.
is
Okay,
very
great,
hot.
that's
There's
the
no
one.
lie there.
Tonight is the first episode of the GoofTroop podcast. We're gonna be trying it out tonight. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna tell some stories, talk about some things. What you guys thinking? I think it's gonna be a good one. You know, we're gonna really copy off of Joe Rogan here, except we're just gonna be like a bunch of teenagers
Except
sitting
ours
around
is worth watching.
playing Xbox. And shit.
100%.
shot fired.
That is true. That
Fuck
is
Joe
true.
Rogan.
So let's talk a little bit about the GoofTroop now. So, you know, it's a group of guys. If anybody else wants to explain it, just shoot me down
I'll
like
take over.
a controversial thing.
It's
All right.
what, in the words
ahead.
of Alex Q. Williams here, it's just a gaggle of retards busting balls and playing video games.
Why are you
together on
missing
Xbox.
on my sex machine?
To get there's
No.
we've been a Goof Troop for what, 2 years now? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'd say around 2
I
years.
I think the GoofTroop has officially been called the GoofTroop. We're gonna go ahead and slide on past that. Shane's not going to, but I'm going to. I think we've been the GoofTroop for officially about 2 years now,
I've been in for about like a year and a half or so, maybe.
something like that.
Shane, shut the
But you know, the GoofTroop had like a lot of deep roots before we got it together. With having Shane.
I'm sorry.
Somebody take over.
I'm sorry.
You know, I was never like initially a part of the absolute foundation of this whole group. It was always something like what? It was Shane, Devin. I think Rafi was in that mix.
Oh yeah,
Unfortunately,
Rafi was in
You
it.
know,
Yeah, Rafi was
Seth
definitely
and
in it.
Seth and Ryan. I know y'all have been. Ryan's not joining us today, but I know Seth and Ryan. They were kind of like both at the sides of that foundation. Am I wrong?
No,
And I'd
you're
say
right,
that
you're
was
right.
kind of right. Yeah.
You're partially right. It stemmed from I used to hang out with a group of rednecks, and then somehow down the line I ran into Devin, and Devin and I made each other laugh, and we were friends. Honestly, how it used to go is I absolutely just fucking hated Raphael. He was annoying in every sense of the word, and then it got to the point where there was a time where him and I were closer than Devin and I are. Devin and I were, and now Devin and I are closer than we ever have before.
Totally. Yes. I may regret
So-
it every day, but I love
I
Shane
ain't
with all my
tissue.
heart. He's a
Oh,
bullet.
my eyes.
So how long ago do you think that was? Like when you all?
Oh, 2014.
Years ago.
I was in eighth. I was
Wow.
still. I was still in eighth grade when. I was still in eighth grade when I talked to. Maybe yeah. It was the end of 2014, going on 2015. I remember because I am an idiot and I failed eighth grade, and I ran into these redneck kids in my second year, and then that's kind of when it was like. I was just playing GTA, and then some guy named. What were you at the time? Like NS Cobra or some shit. Maybe that's
I
your.
was like fucking shit, dude. I forgot what my game
I don't-
tag was
I
back
don't-
then.
I still remember my original gamer tag, Inward Flip 9. But
Puff all, I
Yeah.
remember that shit.
yeah, no,
I don't know. I've had a lot of games.
I was just playing, and it was kinda like you joined because your cousin's a little dipshit, and then I realized I messaged you or something saying like, "Hey, you're cooler than your cousin. Let's talk." And then it kind of just turned into like, "All right."
All right, fuck it, let's go. So that's me. Me and him became tight, and we started playing games like a lot over the years, type shit. And then it just got to the point where it was almost an everyday thing, and like we were cussing out people's parents and shit because we thought we were little fucking Billy badasses on the Xbox. You know how that goes. Gamers know how that shit
Fucking
goes.
loser.
Yeah.
We made
Alright.
Everybody hated us, you know. It was pretty simple from there on, and me and Shane just dealt with each other's bullshit.
Devin's
Don't
the
get us
reason
wrong.
why I met the 2 out of the 5 here, Seth and Alex. It was kind of like, Devin was like, I got some homies I want you to meet. I'm pretty sure y'all would be funny together or some shit. And here we are, friends. I was friends with Christian. I met Fatty here in school. He was fat. He took up a lot of.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that.
Alright.
My fat self back in
Yeah,
6th grade.
you were super jiggly back then.
Right. So I guess we should mention we are guys. We're based internationally. We even have a guy out in
Huh?
Oh.
in England.
We're an international group.
But we're primarily
We're like
over the
Nabisco.
internet, you know, a couple. Yeah. We're kind of all over the place. And like we mentioned earlier, you know, some of the guys already knew each other like previously, just because we knew each other IRL and everything. But it's kind of exploded over the internet, kind of like Mia Khalifa. You know, it's just a lot of explosions.
I exploded over her.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like too many explosions, you know.
Oh,
Too much to
yeah,
handle.
So
Thank you,
Okay.
Alex, for your participation.
Here's my one little bit.
yes, thank you, Alex.
Fuck
Yeah,
you
nobody
guys.
cares, Mr. Last and least.
Oh,
This is why I forgot to mention you. So
This is why you were last and
I
also
mean,
least.
yeah, these guys, they started their foundation on Xbox, as they mentioned, and it just kind of grew over time when they started inviting their buddies. You know, I met Shane here, my 7th grade year, I think it was. I was part-time at his school. We took a psychology class together, and Lord knows both of us needed it, for sure. We just started saying, like, funny stuff to each other in the halls one day, and, you know, now here we are, making, like, dumb jokes on the internet for fun.
I'm surprised that chair supported your weight.
Right? So, you know, we hung out, and he's like, hey, I got these guys I want you to meet, and, so, you know, I met him later on, but I usually just played with Shane back in, like, what was it now, 2016 or 2017?
Yeah, I remember the first game we played was Battlefield together.
Yeah, we always played
And
Battlefield
it was just
1.
you
and,
carrying me and me like getting mad because I just get nade from across the map.
essentially. Yeah, me and Shane just kind of started talking, and then, you know, that's when we met I think Shane had already met this other guy. His name's Darkstone716, otherwise known as Fred.
I met him.
Freddy.
I honestly met Fred probably maybe a month or two after you, honestly. I was playing Siege, and I don't remember if I was being toxic or if I was being friendly, but I kind of just messaged
He was
him.
being toxic. He was
I
toxic.
honestly don't remember. Like, I honestly,
No,
I've been hit in the head too
you
many
should
times.
remember, because you know you were being toxic.
I wasn't being toxic. I don't remember alcoholic. I was
Yes,
random
but
in a
no,
game of Siege
fuck
one,
you.
in a game of Siege one
Fuck
time,
you.
and I was like, hey, I like what you do with your gun in the game or something, and he was like, cool, so let's be friends. And then we started talking, the late great Fred. We became friends, and for a while there we became the original trilogy. It was Fatty, Fuckbeak, which nobody calls me that, and Freed. And unfortunately Freed no longer comes around that much anymore. But
So what happened is me, Shane, and Fred, we all just started hanging out on Minecraft. He has this creative world. It's, you know, it's still around. It's not used too much, but we were always
I
on
played
this
every day.
Minecraft Yeah. We were on this Minecraft creative world, and one night it was like 1 in the morning. I'm just like sitting there terraforming some land, clearing it out. I'm gonna build. You know, I'm gonna bang Alex's stepmom.
bang,
Hey!
bang.
And he just starts going on, and he's like, have you guys seen the Goof Troop? And we were like, what are you talking about? He's like, how have you guys never seen the Goof Troop? He's like, there was a whole trilogy. And for the rest of the night, he just kept screaming the words Goof Troop trilogy. Goof Troop trilogy. And I said, because I had already met, like, Seth, I think I had met Devin, Ryan, Frappy, and I was just meeting Fred. I said, you know what, we got a good guy, you know, a good group of guys here. Let's call ourselves the Goof Troop. And, you know, he didn't care. He just kind of kept saying Goof Troop trilogy.
I actually
I was like,
remember
you know what?
being kind of apprehensive about the name. Christian or somebody was like, let's call ourselves Goof Troop, and I was like, no, that's stupid. But then there was a meme where it was Goofy and 2 other characters, and Christian, being the meme sexpert that he is, he put my face, his face, and Fred's face on some Goofy meme, and I was like, alright, that works.
Yep. So
The birth of GoofTroop.
at that point, that was kind of the birth of the Goof Troop, and we call ourselves the Goof Troop trilogy because in that moment, we just kind of like clashed together, like, hey, let's
Cause we're
just kind
some,
of
we're like
gel
some
this whole
goofy
group
ass
together.
motherfuckers.
I think we
you
all
know.
have like our own beginnings. Like, you
Yeah.
know, me and Devin and Ryan
Absolutely.
crossed out like fellows or something like that. I don't know.
Pleasant
I was
Park
pretty
Pussy
sure,
Cutters.
yeah.
Boys.
Y'all all met out, and you know, cause that like I met y'all online. Y'all didn't meet online. Y'all met in person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But
That's
yeah.
alright.
But yeah, I mean, I just kind of had this. We had this group of guys, and after we formed that, it was that summer. I think it was the summer of. It was the
69?
summer of 18. No, it was the summer of 18 where we put it all together, and yeah, I guess it is 2 years now.
Was it 18? I
Realistically,
thought it was like
realistically,
17 or something like that.
realistically,
It might have
Devin-
been 17.
Realistically,
truthfully.
oh yeah, there's another guy named Dominic. Dominic's probably the only person I've had an almost
I would
decade-year friendship with. He's part of the Goof Troop. He's not here. He's hanging out with us sometime this week. He's in our state. He transitions from
Once
And-
the entire time.
and all that,
We're getting that, Alex. Shut up, you fucking man.
and
Fuck
you know,
you.
it's just.
Don't get much
And
attention.
he was, you know, he's one of the, like, except for Devin, honestly, I gotta admit, I know Devin just as much as I've known, for as long as I've known Dominic almost. Devin and I never really talked that much, don't get me wrong. There'd be on and off moments where, like, we would just not talk for a month or two, or I think there was even almost a point where there was, like, a year where we just didn't speak, and then one day it was kind of like, hey, fucker, let's talk. And,
How you been?
yeah, and then there was some like other stupid people we hung out on GTA with, and it would just be Devin just fucking with them the whole time, or it would be in an entire like 12-on-12 gang war in the middle of Grand Theft Auto, back before it was microtransaction garbage, and it was fun.
Yeah, we stayed fucking them up. Me and like Brian and Seth, though, we met like before we even became like close like that, because we knew each other in school.
I remember I put
Man,
him on
like-
Snap stories saying, yeah, he wants to play some Grand Theft Auto, and then Devin slid up saying, yeah, fucking add me. And we just played for like 3 hours, and then here we are,
That's what set it
calling
off.
each other
Dimwits, dipshits,
bad words.
fucking stuff we won't say on stream. Alex, especially
Yeah,
you.
at least.
Fuck you guys. Taking away.
Yeah.
But-
We're just speaking facts, really.
I was just one of those horrible ass kids in school, you know, like just always in trouble, just never fucking listen,
Sexy.
shit like that.
It wasn't my fault that the crumbs fell off the muffin. Okay, it wasn't my fault.
You know what? We're not gonna speak on that tonight. But listen to it.
Alex,
I did not forget about my muffin.
Let's talk about it. We need to hear about the whole muffin thing.
So
Alex,
listen,
Alex, I
Fuck
bet you kiss
you.
girls.
listen.
That's pretty horrific, actually.
One day, and I went to this. There's this place called Kevin's, right? There's a little gas station next to my school. Everyone goes there in the morning to get like a little sweet tea or a biscuit, you know. So I get like a
You
little.
get a
muffin.
biscuit at a gas station?
No, shut the fuck up. I get like
Alright.
I got like a little
Ew.
muffin. I went to math class. I was a little late that day. I was late every day.
Nerd.
And so, I'm not a nerd because I failed math class. Anyways,
Alright,
I'm on
Sam.
on that. I looked at my boy Alex. I was like, hey bud, like you can have my muffin. You know, I was feeling generous that day. This man continues to look at me and throw my muffin on the ground.
And then says it's not my fault the muffin broke as he throws it on the ground.
Yeah, and then he says like it's not my fault the muffin broke.
Oh, I thought it
Now
was
look
just like
at
you
'em.
said. Oh, you can have a piece of it, and I said, oh, okay,
Oh
cool.
yeah,
I tried grabbing
yeah.
a piece.
I said you can
Well,
have
I'm
a
just
piece, and
grabbing
he
the
dug his
entire
hand
thing
into
and
it.
then just darting out of the fucking
Yeah, like
room,
fucking.
bunch
I was like, you can have
crumbs
a
on the
piece of
floor.
it, and he dug his whole dirty hand in it, and I was like, Alex, what the fuck? dude?
Ew.
I was like, Alex, what the fuck? Because Alex was my boy, you know. I was trying to help him out, give him some little munchy snacks in the middle of
Very
fucking
tiny muffin.
math. It was a big ass muffin. It was tiny after he dug his fucking hand into it. But he continues to just destroy the muffin, like crumbs all over the place. And the math teacher comes over to me and looks at me and tells me to clean it up. I look at it, I go, I'm not cleaning that. 'Cause, no, I'm not cleaning that. So we ended up getting a whole argument that day, me and the teacher, about who's gonna clean up the damn muffin. I forgot who did it, but I don't know if it was me or Alex, but one of us
Alex, your
cleaned that shit
dick.
up.
I don't remember cleaning up a muffin.
Yeah, I don't either.
You remember breaking a muffin?
So
remember-
I don't know
I
who the
remember
fuck
eating
cleaned
it
the
and
muffin
running it
up that
away
day.
because I already had my grubby
Yeah, that's
hands
when you
all
went to the
over
bathroom to
thing.
beat fucking meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I could speak a little bit on how Christian and I kind of bonded, there was one time where we went to a stupid, shitty Christian private school. It was kind of like, and thankfully that was really the only benefit of going to that school was I got to meet my homie here, and we were outside. We were outside playing on the. Shut up. We were on the outside. We were outside playing on the playground, and the teachers, of course, didn't like me, and they were like, "You had a project to finish." Shut up. And so I had to do it. Christian, being kind of a good friend, was like, "Yeah, I do too." And we went in and talked. And the funny thing was, is we were just sitting there, and I talked to Christian while he was doing his project, and there was no teachers really in the room, so we just sat there and talked while he did his work. And I remember we got up to go back outside, and Christian looked at me and went, "Wait a minute, you didn't do your project, did you?" And I went, "Hell no." We walked back outside, and I just kind of remember the teachers were like, "How was the project?" And Christian, of course, being truthful, was like, "It was good. I got mine almost done." And I was like, "Yeah, I wrote a line or two down or something." I just forget. And then they were just, yeah, it's something like that. Maybe Christian could remember. I don't remember that. All I remember is like Christian looked at me dead in the eyes and went, "You didn't even work on your project, did you?" I was like, "Why the fuck would I? We're in school." And he's like, all right.
I've got to tell you, I remember this situation astronomically differently.
Really?
So, yeah. So what happened was
Astronomically.
I came, right? This is because Galaxy.
Quasimodo predicted that.
So I was there part time because I was homeschooled.
Every
and I
Tuesday and
needed, like,
Thursday.
Yep, every Tuesday and Thursday I would come in and I'd talk to Shane and hang out and do that psych class. It was really easy. It was,
I still don't
shit.
understand why you
So,
just came in to do like one class and then kind of were like, "All right, bye," and left.
Yeah. Well, I did that, and so there was a day, like he said, there was a project we were working on, and that was for psychology, and I was like, oh well, I need to come in and work on it. I don't know why I felt the need to come in, but I did. I came in and worked on it. It was like something for mummification or something.
Oh yeah,
I got there, but
it was like
everybody.
cultural funeral customs. You picked mummification. I picked Viking funeral.
Yeah. So, I don't know why that was for psychology, come to think of it.
Who the fuck
But,
knows?
I came in, right? I came in, and, I was like, everybody was outside. They were just, like, out on the playground. I was like, hey, I'm here to work on my project. And they were like, oh, well, okay. Shane, you need to finish your project, too. And they, we both went inside, and I was like, all right, yeah, cool. So, I did my project and everything.
Nerd.
Yeah, and then that's like, I think the rest of it's pretty regular.
Yeah. And then the rest of it was just
But
Christian
yeah,
was
we
like,
were doing it.
that was typically where we started, because Christian and I's friendship, like, the basis of Christian trying to tell me to do the right thing, and I look at him, I'm like, fuck that, and then it's usually just Christian,
I
like,
think
rubbing his head going, why are we friends?
I think a lot of that kind of sprung from the fact, like, I honestly, I think we got along so well just because, like, you were always making, like, all these, like, really dark Holocaust jokes or, like,
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever said anything
He's
like
all
that. I don't know if
No,
I mean,
no,
from what I remember, I was a straight A. All right, here's the deal. I was a straight A student, always on honor roll. I was soon to be a deacon. I was respectful, mannerful, sexy.
You don't
I was.
even know what a deacon is.
Yeah, I do. It's like a priest or preacher or whatever. Somebody. It's a high up official in the church organization. They also touch kids apparently. And
Anyways.
yeah. Moving on. That's all bullshit, by the way. Christian can tell you I'm probably like one of the worst people he's ever met.
I think
Yeah,
I got most
that's
of my
kinda
high school
why we got
memories
along.
from Devin. Me and Devin had some questionable times in high school.
I bet Devin kissed girls.
Yeah, that's one of them.
I've literally looked at Ryan. I was like, hey Ryan, guess what? He's looked at me and I've legit grabbed a girl's titty right in front of him.
They didn't
And
do
that's
shit
Just
about it.
pimping, really.
I think Devin and Shane really broke in the rest of whoever they were in school with. Well, this is how it is now, I guess. And
Well, you were the only
Well,
person I
see,
actually got to
we all
talk
came
to.
together.
Everyone else was
Like I
always
said,
like
I was
preppier,
that
just
little
uptight.
Yeah, like I was a little troubled ass kid. Like you can have said, I've always been a little troubled ass kid in school. I legit threw an egg at somebody because I went to McDonald's that morning, and I don't like eggs on my biscuits. So like I had an egg on my biscuit and I took it off my biscuit and I just threw it at this little fat kid in my class. Like
Oh my gosh.
he was my bully. Like he was my friend. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bullying or anything. But like I looked at him. I was like, hey bud. He said what? And I just pulled a fucking egg from under my fucking desk and I just threw it at him.
Yeah. So egg.
Eglery.
I mean, just all throughout the Goof Troop has been really nice, especially for me, just because like having a group of friends online, it's different than having a group of friends in person.
I feel like it's
But
better,
that's kind of
to
a
be
good
honest,
thing.
really.
Honestly, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad to have like a group of friends in person, you know.
Right.
But like right now, like what would I be doing with them? Like I can't do anything. There's a whole pandemic going
Gangbang.
on right now. Yeah, okay.
No.
So you know, at the end of my days, you know, and I just want to like lay down and play video games. I'm really happy to have like a group of people online to talk to, you know, and I can just like shoot the shit with them whenever I feel like it.
Oh, yeah,
Can I
we
tell you
just
something?
bully
Can I
the
tell you
shit out
something
of each other.
seriously, Christian? I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You don't know how much you mean to me. Do a sit-up. All right, moving on.
Fuck.
Can I have some money?
My gosh. Shut up.
All right. See, I'm not as crazy as Devin, but I was always the just kind of kid that was always, I was like, if anybody here's ever seen The Cat in the Hat, great movie, Joan was sexy, Thing 1 and Thing 2, they did the opposite of what they were told. That was me. When somebody told me to do my homework, I was like, what homework? Like, what do you talk about with homework? And the piece of paper is like right in front of me. They're like, do your homework. I was like, I don't read Spanish. It's like, it's not in Spanish. Yeah, but I know I am, or some shit. It's like, I would come up with some really stupid excuse, or
I don't
would-
read Spanish, but I am Spanish.
I don't know. It was a really dumb excuse. I would sit next to Christian, and since Christian would like sit kind of closer, cause like I would just like smack him or poke him or some shit, or because I would always forget my book or some shit I'd have to share with him. He would catch on to it because I'm not slick. I would just start copying everything he was writing down or some shit, and then he would look at me or something and be like, "You're copying me." I'm like, "No, I'm just taking what you said and writing it in like a different font or some shit." And Christian, shut the fuck up. And of course, Christian, remember those kids that whenever there was a partner project, I would just, the teacher was like, "You gonna sign Christian?" And like Christian would just raise his hand and be like, "Hey." And then I would just like walk over to him or like hang out with him, or he would sit next to me actually in class, so that way I never had to get up or whatever. But he was fat back
What a
then.
lazy
He's kind of
fuck.
slim. He's, you know, yeah, he was. We played basketball
got
too. And
skinny.
all kinda. Not that's generous saying he's skinny. We played basketball and all he ever did was throw fucking elbows too, which like I
That's
remember.
because you were
Well, so
always
you're
throwing
supposed
elbows.
to
at
do.
me.
I remember playing, like trying to make a shot, and I felt somebody hit me really hard in the shoulder blade. I turn around, Christian's just got his fucking elbows up. He looks like he's doing the chicken dance and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? And then of course Christian was probably one of the only few people that can match me in basketball because I played like a retard. I would just like jump and like trip people and like kick him, or I'd kick him in the leg and take the ball and be like, "That's mine, thank you." I almost broke my
That's how you're
shaft one
supposed to
time.
play.
Yeah, I played prison rules. I remember telling
Yeah.
a kid, I was like, "You're lucky I don't have a shank." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "Oh, because if we were playing in prison, I'd stab you with it and take the ball. You can't dribble a ball if you're dead." It's like, all right. I played with Cody, who's a little bitch. Cody is a little bitch, and beat his ass.
Fuck
Playing.
it.
This isn't
Um,
this isn't good GoofTroop material.
Juice Troop.
Joof. No, I said this is what Christian said at the beginning when I like started guffawing really loudly and almost ruined the stream. I said guffawing. It's like loud laugh. It's loud laughing. It's just like when you like shriek and shit. That's what guffawing is.
Yeah, Shane's laughs are priceless. I'd
Yeah.
love to hear them.
Yeah, Christian's.
That was very
Christian's the only
sarcastic.
No, he's being serious.
Okay.
Oh no, they're hilarious.
Christian's the only person I've ever met who like genuinely likes hearing someone else laugh. I guess it's because I'm an angry, annoyed person half the time that when I laugh, it's kind of jovial. So they're like, or also I have one of the like weirdest fucking laughs ever. It's not to you,
Oh yeah,
it's
but I
at
say,
you.
or it could be that your laugh is just retarded
My
as hell.
laugh, I sound like a hyena. So. Okay, that's a gross over exaggeration.
But I think that would. That's not really much of a close, but I think that'll be the close to that segment. The segment there about
Segway.
Love segues.
Cody's dad rides a Segway because he's like a
Cody's
mall cop.
dad. Yeah, right.
Cody's dad is fat.
Why does every fat guy have
A
a
Scampy
fucking beard?
Linguini!
Scampy.
Gosh.
Hey, add me on Xbox. My gamer tag is Cladrack.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'd be a great thing to do. I stream never and I upload never on Cladrack. Is my
He's
Insta,
always working.
it's
He works
the
at a pool
Xbox
store,
tag,
which means he's 10 times more
Mixer.
important than all of us.
Yep, that's true, and I'm 10 times more important than all my viewers because I work at a pool store. and
Fucking
don't
got
thank
him!
everybody.
God,
So, yeah, I
Red
mean,
pill.
life's been alright. Life's been alright recently for me, just because I've been working so much. Other than the recent scheduling issues, we're getting past it. We're gonna see what goes on. We'll be fine. We'll be good in the hood.
Please don't say that.
I'll burn you. I'll do
Cringe.
it. I will.
He's not
do
a
it.
church. Why
I
would you
will
burn him?
you like
Oh,
a
I'm sorry.
synagogue. Okay, we both went there. All right.
Man, the synagogue button's almost worn out.
Yeah.
Well, synagogue, more like synagogue.
yeah, no way.
Yeah, I mean, things have been alright recently. What's been going on with you guys? What have you been up to?
I just woke up like 2 hours ago.
I've been on the same boat as you. I've been working as much as possible, getting as many hours as I can in.
Yeah, I'm just on that grind.
I
Seth, what's up?
know Seth.
What's happening?
Nothing too much has been going on with me. It's really just the same thing every day. I've been trying to find a job, but Felon's being a bitch about not getting back at me and stuff. So I'm trying to figure all that out.
I mean, I would get you a job with me, bud, but
There's soda on my ceiling.
you'd hate
I
it.
think it's best if you don't.
Yeah, you'd hate it.
Alex, aren't you gonna get a job at Food Lion? How's
He's already
that
got
work?
one.
Yeah,
Oh.
a discount Food Lion, but
It's Red Lion.
It's Red Lion. No, it's called Woods. It's just basically a gas station, and like the food.
It's-
It's like
I work
it's
in a place
gas
that's better than
station.
Food Lion. It's a gas station.
It's pretty much a miniature Walmart.
I used to
that's
work at a
kind of
gas
size
station.
of a,
Yeah, the bit is
Food
cool
Lion.
around a gas station.
but
is it?
also as a gas station.
I've always wanted
I
to work
used
at a gas station.
Well, I used to be the owner of a gas station, but
Yeah.
Who's gonna fill me up with gas?
Allegedly. Right.
Yes.
So think about it, right? What's the deal with vacuums? Like, if you can put it on your penis, but the thing says don't do that. What was the point of making it? Like,
That was
why?
a very,
why was
interesting
it-
turn of
Stupid.
events.
Whoa,
tube?
whoa,
See-
Why
that's
would
see,
you make the
interesting
tube?
I
the
blame
size of my pee-pee?
I blame Dyson
My
for making.
wackily
I blame Dyson for making the deep suck.
Deep
Yeah,
suck.
like, why are you gonna make the Deep Suck 6000 like the shape of my, wiggly wag? Like, why does it need to be that shape? My wickle dink, my schnickel fash, my thing.
Shut the fuck up.
Bippity boppity. You ever
Sexy
boppity
Frex,
boppity
as seen on
balloony?
TV.
I'm sorry. Why was I on the hub the other day and the Caddyshack scenes? Why did that all pop? Why was that in the recently trending? Y'all ever check out the?
Hey, Christian. Hey, can you do me a favor? Shut up.
Fuck you.
I'll fuck
You're
you.
large. Your boobies jiggle when you walk, just like my hair.
You know what, baby? Yeah, we're some Cristiano secret head ass. No, really. I'm thinking, like, why are there trending and recently searches on the hub?
Pornhub?
What are you doing?
Fuck.
What was that, Seth?
I don't use
command.
Pornhub. I don't use Pornhub. I use Xvideos.
No
Yes.
way.
How
Should
do I
we
use-
talk about
how do I
Seth's-
use
or
command?
should we talk about Shane's?
My sexual
Should we talk
proclivities.
about Shane's? Yes.
Habits.
No, that's for another podcast.
That's for another.
No.
Yeah, that's for another.
This is still the
Let's just say
introduction.
I'll close it off with this. Everyone here calls me like a fucking lunatic because I don't enjoy just regular, plain old vanilla fucking.
No, yeah, he does not.
I like my ice cream. I
He's not
like
that.
my ice cream with a little bit of sprinkles, if you know what I'm talking about. So,
Sprinkles my ass, bitch.
you don't like it
a little
multicolored?
bit of gummy worm.
my favorite topping is my. You know my favorite. Should I say it? Should I say it?
No.
No, no.
no.
We gotta check the
no.
policies first.
Yeah,
In
we'll check
terms
the
of
Fuck the
policies.
policies.
No, no.
Alright.
That's why you
no.
got kicked out of high school.
I got kicked out of. No, I got kicked out
Whoa,
of middle school.
listen here. I got kicked out of high school too, but
How many people in this party have gotten kicked out of high school? Raise your hand.
Does middle school count as
Me.
high school?
I'm a fucking good kid, so.
Me, technically me.
Yeah, weird.
you're good.
like the
weird
Alex,
kid.
you were not a good kid. You were the farthest
Alex,
from a
you're-
good kid.
You're a good weird kid.
Alex,
No, I
you
was
were.
the weird kid.
Maybe
I
we
was
should
the
tell the
good
story.
kid.
Somebody
I
should tell the
never-
story about how Alex pulled a knife on Ryan.
Oh god.
Oh man, I think that you know what? I think we should just cross that road when we get to it.
Yeah.
We can
Unless
cross that
Alex,
road
unless
with
Alex would like to tell his perspective of the story.
Yeah,
I don't
Alex,
think I've
you
ever heard
talk.
Alex's
Come on.
side of the story.
I was
Yeah, come on,
trying
Alex.
to see if he could trust me, so I pulled a knife out on him in the
What
seventh
kind of-
grade gym locker room.
I don't believe in.
That's how you get people's trust.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
Fucking psychopath. That
I
sounds
mean-
I'm
like
not a
some shit.
psychopath.
I mean-
Shane.
What the
Don't
fuck?
know.
I
I'm not a
don't believe in
fucking
violence.
psychopath.
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna be cutting it short here.
Like
so
my-
we don't keep
that's what
going
they say
on.
about my
I'm
hair.
making the night a little easier on us. We'll be coming back with some more episodes. You know, we'll be doing a bit better on content. I just wanted to do a quick little test trial run thingamajig. This
Look,
might be
get to know
episode
us, you
0.5. Yeah, I think this might be episode like 0.5 or episode 0 or something.
This is
before
just
we
a
get to
supplemental
episode
episode.
one.
Just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pilot.
This is like a
Just-
nice little.
Just so you get to know they're
Nice
like
little
the
first.
main boys. You get to meet the other ones
yeah,
sooner
we're
or later.
missing some.
Shout
We're
out to
missing some,
Shout out to
but-
Christian's
Which is
pediatrician.
probably a good thing, but you'll meet them later on down the road.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you very
for
much.
The GoofTroop podcast. It's been wonderful having you here. Thank you all for listening.
We're
in
sorry.
on our absolute like disabilities.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. You know, we all appreciate it. We have yet to get sponsored by G Fuel, but hey, we'll get there someday. You know what I'm saying?
Sponsored by Monster,
G-Fuel
you know,
sponsor me.
sponsored by Dick Sucker. Oh,
Bang, Rain, give me all the
Sponsored by
sponsorships,
Nancy
so let's
Williams.
get me. All right, that
good
concludes
night,
it.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Shout out to
Y'all have a
Zaxby's.
good day.
Chick-fil-A.
In New York, I really rock. Had it in my socks, running from a hawk, and I shoot at hawk. And I'm on the block, and I'm on the block. In New York, I really rock. Had it in my socks.